a warehouse interior, and it's very quiet. There doesn't appear to be any activity going on within the warehouse itself. It doesn't take but a second before a man slides into view. Hello, Sept of the Green. I thought it was about time we had a little chat, and felt it was best that I had you here as a captive audience. Where to begin? How about the round of applause from me? I am fairly frustrated that you managed to avoid bloodshed with the Highland Park Sept. I should have suspected that, given your chronic, terminal lack of spine, it would have engineered such an outcome. So I suppose I should put my disappointment in Iron Eyes. Such a pity is not common for her. On that note, it would seem as though we have something the other wants. I underestimated Iron Eyes' thoroughness. He holds up a blinking device that some would recognize as a GPS tracker. Very clever, if entirely unnecessary. All you've managed to do is inconvenience me and put your wolves at the hunter's door, as you've already experienced. I feel that given your insufferable predilection for caution, you'll be open to the prospect of a trade. Your comrade for my cargo. She has not been harmed, and will continue to stay that way as long as you don't try anything reckless. As you have no doubt seen, I am more than capable and very willing to shine the light of human scrutiny upon you, and I know each of you so very well that we could almost be family at this point. Do not force me to be more specific with the authorities. I have left you a date and a time and an address. Bring my things, and you will get your friend back in the condition you left her in. Now, he sort of clasps his hands together. I hope you will allow me to be a little more candid now that we have concluded the nasty business looming so uncomfortably ahead of us. I suppose I should introduce myself, since I am certain that you will not have heard of me. I am Vasili Kuznetsov, once deed-named Soul of the Night, formerly of the Shadow Lords, and ranked Athro once upon a time. I know it is hard to believe, but once I was one of you. So idealistic and zealous, wanting nothing more than to destroy the worm and forestall the demise of the world. Truthfully, I still hold those ideals very close to my heart. But there are situations, as unfortunate as they are, in which we get in our own way, make things more difficult for ourselves. The Sept of the Green is a great roadblock in the war against the worm. A cancer that needs to be removed for the good of Gaia. You are certainly thinking to yourselves, this is ridiculous. We are all Guru. We fight the same war. Unfortunately, your track record has to this point been, well, less than stellar on that front. The weakness of your elders is such putrid levels of compassion that any time the greater good is the most important thing to remember and to fight for, you break down or you make everything worse. Your Bonars parading their homeless kinfolk around like it's a point of pride when there are glasswalkers of means that can make them comfortable. House Gleaming Eye, for instance, killing dozens of our kinds for the principle of the thing, for one Guru. And there are worse sins buried in your history. I have done more for this cancerous sept than any of you can imagine, and the second that old hag got within sniffing distance of leadership, suddenly my methods were called into question. A Bonar being so blind to grand strategy is not uncommon, but to make me Ronin, bury me and my comrades so deep that you would not know our names? Unforgivable. Perhaps one day, Mother Larissa will expose her shame to you. I hope she does. You all deserve to know the truth, but it is not for me to share. You would not believe me even if I told you, but you will believe her. This war is for the forgotten, for my family that was taken from me because of her, my pack that was taken from me because of her. But their kin remember, as do I, and our resolve has never been stronger. They are empowered, they are focused, and they are disgusted by your hypocrisy. A kinfolk Bill of Rights? What a joke. Garuru have treated kinfolk like abused stepchildren for generations. You think you deserve credit for being the first to treat them like people? My family, my adopted family, are more than that. They are equals, and they are more than capable of contending with Garu, as you have seen. Do not despair, though. There is hope for you yet. The revolting traits you have all exhibited up to this point have been learned. They are not instinctual. Your Sept elders have instilled it in you until you are now barely more than trained dogs. I am here to remind you of the wolves you truly are. And in fact, I am willing to let your actions speak for themselves. I will call off this war, and I will disappear forever. You will never need to answer for the sins of your elders from me. All you have to do is sacrifice one of your elders to me within the next 24 hours. I will know you have done this. If you make this difficult decision, you will not hear from me ever again, and you will have shown that you are capable of doing what must be done for the greater good, and you will have earned your peace, and well earned it at that. I hope that you will see reason and stop smashing your skulls into the brick wall of suffering. I don't expect that you will, but I can hope. Do not let the senile drive your actions. All of this moral preaching has done nothing for you, and only by destroying that which holds you back can you save New York, this den of the worm and nest of the weaver. If you do not, then, well, it falls upon me to once again save the city from itself and from all of you. It is a task I am not pleased to carry out, but it is one that I graciously accept. It is a position I am familiar with. Be reasonable, and you will not suffer. Wow, that was a lot. And I hope you are paying close attention. For better or worse, the world is going to be changed by what we do here. You will remember me, and I'll be seeing all of you very soon. Proshanye. Goodbye.